Hey guys, I'm just going to do a quick reading. Just a little bit still teary from my last video, but I'm going to pick some cards to get a little message for the lovers out there. Hoping for divine timing and all that, and getting together, getting the party started. Go with this one to start. Violet Flame, Saint Germain, Co-Lovers, kind of getting like I'm getting kind of energetic, it's not words, I'm getting kind of feelings of explanations, like the sands of time, but the trails that we follow that have been left, the breadcrumbs that we follow from those before us, like Saint Germain, and so many twin flames relate to having relations with Saint Germain, like connections, and whether if that's as a woman I can relate to this, but I've heard it many times before from other women that they've had their twin flame is Saint Germain. It's like their twin flame is the violet flame. It's like we are in a relationship with a sainted name, the divine, and he is like the face, like the name of that feeling. That's how I relate it anyway, because the way I feel about Saint Germain is the way I feel about my twin flame, and I don't believe well, I don't know, but I don't believe that it's possible that all us women in twin flame relationships can have, like, our partners can't all be Saint Germain. Or maybe we are all the same, and I don't know. I don't know, but it's very interesting that so many twin flame women say that they've had they can completely relate. They have a knowing within themselves that Saint Germain was their twin flame. Very, very interesting that that kind of is a thing. But I don't know, but energetically speaking, I think the name relates to an energy, which is the divine masculine, because I can relate also to Thoth in that way, and it goes all the way up to being the whole, the one. It's like the violet flame is like the level down from the one, and I think that's where like the whole father son, like the one feels like your home, like you belong, like child to parent. That's the only way of kind of emotionally understanding it from a human perspective. And this is a human perspective, what we can kind of relate to name wise. Like the step down from that, connection wise, is the partner dynamic of the masculine twin flame, and I think that is the violet flame. And that's where our partners come in, in this reality. Like, that's what we see in them, that's what we feel when we're with them, is a step. It's just one little step down from source itself. And that's why it's so powerful, and that's why it's such a portal to the divine. It's like we're literally, together, we're touching the divine, like we are the divine divided. That's what it's kind of like. It's really powerful stuff. And it is that Isis, Osiris, Ra, Ra, father, Isis, daughter, Isis, Osiris. Isis, Osiris together is Ra, And this is why the tall twin flame thing is so powerful, is like, it's like we make these connections that make the divine. And that's the only way I can kind of explain it, and the feelings, the energetic kind of downloads and everything that I've gotten and experienced within myself, like me trying to understand what the fuck's going on. It is kind of that, the Trinity, man, woman, and the divine. It's a holy notion. Yeah. We got the secret, the unknown, mysteries, wonders. We're all determined to try and explain it. The best kept secret that no one can actually explain, even if they tried. Yeah. Mountain lights, light beings, portals, subtle energies. See that? Snow-capped mountains. Insight, magical tools, writing, star crafting. Number 22. Healing the earth, love, humility, respect. That's what the relationship is about. It's unconditional love. A pureness of heart. Respect for each other, for everything. and like understanding the impact that that has, and respecting that, and respecting like understanding the responsibility of the love that you've been gifted, that it is both a blessing and a responsibility, kind of, you know what I mean, because of the opportunity you've been given to, you know, receive that, like, and basically you can't help but impact the world around you due to that. And so you've got to kind of also understand the responsibility that, you know, that opportunity, that blessing, what that is, like to respect that gift that you've been given. Because it is powerful. It is really powerful. It's beautiful, but you know, it also, it is like that, you know, like the sword of truth, like, you know, King Arthur's sword of truth. You've been given something so amazing. And it takes a strength, a courageous spirit to hold that sword. The leap, ecstasy, bliss, belief. It is a flying leap of faith. But the most beautiful, blissful, ecstasy-filled. It is amazing. It is, yeah. It is all that and more. Aurora Garden, beginning, initiate, origin. It's like, kind of looks like the temple of Apollo, Aphrodite, Delphi, a vibe, you know. I mean, and it does bring up so much of this stuff, like, within you. It does, like, enlighten your goddess spirit. It's like all that, you know, divine love flows through you, and you do kind of tap into all this kind of strength, power, knowledge, like creativity, this power, you know. Let's get an archetype card for us. Masculine. Masculine is the poet and the bluebird. I'm a poet, don't you know it? The poet lets his imagination run free, his words concentrate and distill, making visible the ethereal, bringing focus to beauty and inviting us to pause and consider. An elegant romantic, he merges rich experience with the unexpected, synthesizing the essence of every moment, making the world more vibrant. His words help you filter through your thoughts and feelings in order to reveal your most noble self. Absolutely true. It's like King Arthur vibe. The poet is a tower repeatedly struck by lightning. Icarus slung from his battlements to fall or fly. He's a distiller of word and image, a lyricist and champion of higher ideals, beautifully wrapped in string and rice paper. The poet will never let anything become ordinary, and through his eyes you will see the greatest of spiral galaxies set within the smallest of seashells. He is searching for the quiet truths, fiercely hacking away at the tarmac and the weeds, attempting to reveal the peace hidden beneath the city sidewalks. We require poets and artists to keep it from stagnating, but such unconventional thinking threatens the status quo. Or why else would teachers and parents instruct children to be wary of their dreams and urges? Why else have we been taught to shut down our creative dreams and outpourings, settling instead for pennies and pale strokes? Each day we must fight not for power or wealth, but for the words and marks that articulate the sharp taste of our existence. I just got hella deja vu. I've had some ridiculously strong ones recently. Like full on. Alright, one for the feminine. Don't you know that's how it goes? We put on the show. It's about the flow. The Illuminator. Falcon on the bottom. Horus. And the Survivor. They've come up a few times before. The Illuminator holds a candle aloft against blackness. His flame cuts through the inky shade and shows us the terrain beneath our feet. This is the light of consciousness that gives all our senses meaning. He is also the means by which your inner eye can navigate through your maze of complex emotions and scattered thoughts. He is, in short, the one who makes you aware of your existence. Without the dark, light is rendered meaningless, and without light, darkness obliterates all things. Each needs the other to exist. That is chiaroscuro. The Illuminator eradicates nothingness and gives us the world of sensation, a world we play and struggle in. He is the lux, the luminosity and the radiance that keeps the frozen wasteland at bay, and he makes possible the best and worst of experience. Ultimately, there is no choice between light and dark. That is an illusion, and our humanity is not defined by such hard and fast contrasts. It exists in the soft edges of shadow where light and dark gently touch. The Illuminator walks at the head of the column, beacon in hand, directing those who journey with integrity along the safest of paths. The crows want to talk. Snakeskin. Information, secrets, body language, senses. That's 2 secrets we've got coming out. Secret sources. Best recipes. Spicy's nicey. Closing the circle. Pure intent, sacred doors, timing, experience. You see that chick? She's also going like this. Secret. Shh. And Bridget, Psychic Flames 333, Sacred Milk, Druid Magic 333. Keeps coming up. Sacred Tree. Sacred Spirit. What it takes to turn the scared to sacred. Red Scarab. This is. I bought this the other day. As soon as I said that, my eye caught the ladybird. It's good luck. Love bug. She's a lady in red, dancing with me, cheek to cheek. Flaming Foxy. Are we getting one from here? Flame Tree. Illuminate the shadow. Focus on a solution. All the purple cards are standing out to me. The indigo, violet. Lead the way, light your own path. Shield your energy. Talking about Bella a minute ago. Look beneath the surface. Alright, let them in. Let the frog in. Eternal union. New love is forming. Love and light, act with care. Living light energy, see the beauty in life. Light codes, travel awaits you. Woohoo! Dark night of the soul, life brings new meaning. Align your universe. Sacred divinity, there are two paths ahead. So, Avatar, standing out. What have we got to say to all us lovers? Self-love. Sacred self-love. Starseed. We're connected. All the tentacles. Trust 33. Yeah, trust that divine love. Connection. The inner vision. The birds. The birds. The birds. Evolution. soul tribe. Let's get ready to ride. Perfectionism. Energy exchange. Sacred union. 24. And blue star. Sirius. Let's get it lit. For all the lovers out there. Dating. It's Romeo and Juliet. We're far out there. Life purpose. Shine that heart light. Abundance. Truly is. Number 1. Reparenting yourself. You gotta. Speaking of Saint Germain, every time I look at this guy, I think like Saint Germain. Chivalry. Pony. I'm getting a few different songs coming in my head there, and they're all pretty cheeky songs. Manifestation and maturity. We're definitely being schooled, that's for sure. Oops. Commitment, the garden, sexual freedom, the divine feminine, the sacred woman, and connection. Inner peace, the rainbow reviver, emotional freedom, forgiveness. I'm going to just finish off with a Rumi card too. We'll do Earth Warriors first. They're both purple, they're all still purple standing out. Onion standing out. Teardrop on my pillow. Must have been love. Roxette. Venus. Venus energy. Padma Sundari. Out of darkness, the light is born. Durga, power of the good. Amaru, beautiful place. Got a unicorn in there. Unicorn, lion, hummingbird, butterfly, mother child, peacock feathers, poppies. Ingonyama, honor of the ancient king, 22, beautiful lion. The cycles of the moon there. Gorgeous. We've got the jaguar, eggshell, Medicine of the Rainbow Jaguar. Oh, shivers. Me timbers. Powerful divine feminine. Pachamama. She with the Andean emerald heart. Feel your sister. Yeah, all of everything on this card. There's like the hawk, the green man, the wolf, the tiger, the hummingbird, the jaguar, the moon cycles. It's complete divine feminine there, Pachamama. Is that Pachamama's like the earth, right? Medicine horse, progress on the path. Abula medicina, remedy of the grandmothers. And Chakana, time to cross the threshold. El has divine might foretold. Stag again. Pono, immeasurable power of the heartway. That's the power, hey. It's so powerful. It's ridiculous. Alright. Rumi to finish off. So full of love. So full of love. Temple of the Dreams just fell on the floor. Sacred dreams, prophecies, dream journeys. I had a whopper last night. You know, not the best, but like full on. The pathway, direction, purpose, change. Anyway, sidetracked again. Rumi to finish off. An invitation into the heart of the divine. Alright, we've got 2. Divine discontent and the angel Rasbar. Alright, we'll start with the we've got 3. Start with the divine discontent, and the other one that came out was Dance of the Divine Feminine. Lady in bed, dancing with me. So it's number 12. It's a masculine number. Divine discontent. Winter falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. I know your heart, I hear it breaking and groaning in darkest night when you imagine yourself to be silently cast adrift in sleep. It speaks to me, that sacred heart of yours, whispering its longing and bemoaning its divine discontent. It knows when something is amiss. It senses that something is not quite right as yet. There is a piece of the puzzle missing, even in its tremendous gratitude for all that is, and there is much gratitude and sweet appreciation in that precious heart of yours. There is a murmuring, a questing. It cries out to heaven, vouchsafe me a blessing. I cannot go on. I am broken and in need of your tenderness for healing. I am empty and in need of filling, not with stuff and bits, but with the most precious nectar of divine fulfillment. Nothing else will satisfy me. Please, please restore me to wholeness. I can bear this missing piece, this broken disarray no longer. I listen and I can cajole that wise heart of yours. I praise it for its honesty and longing, for the longing is an irresistible perfume to the beloved, attracting the only salve that will soothe the divine discontent of your truth-speaking heart. That of divine presence, absolute and unquestionable. So he knows. He must have been a twin flame himself, I swear. We got the dance of the divine feminine. If a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the sore or the oppressive wounds. If the sun and the moon stood still like rocks, they could not offer brilliance. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow, remaining still like seawater. When the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. I have given you only a few examples. You can figure out the rest. Break away from the self and enter the kingdom of love. How can your feet bear to be still when the music is so lush and inviting? How can you hold yourself back from the tide of love when the horizon looms so vast and exciting? How can you not arch your back and respond with ecstasy to the lover's touch, saying in absolute submission, yes, more? You were made to move and grow, to love and flow, even mountains change. Surrender the stodgy ways of the mind and become willing to dance to the great orchestrations of love. This is our message. This is our message. We're the muses. We're the muses. We become divine muses of the more that we're capable of becoming. Muses and musicians of the divine. That's what we become. Creators and creatrixes. And so we've got the angel Rasbar. Tell me the truth. I asked for love. What are you? No, sorry, I'll start again. Tell me the truth. I asked love. What are you? I am the everlasting life, love said. I am the recurring joy of living. The Master speaks of a den of riches where many precious jewels can be found. In abundance they lie, patient and ready to be claimed. Go scoop them up, urges the Master. The devoted ones look but cannot see. Where are these precious jewels, they cry, for we cannot find them anywhere. The Master gazes lovingly at the devoted ones and responds kindly, in service, my beloveds, you shall find the jewels through service. For what is the soul but the finest and most precious of heavenly jewels? What is service but the scooping up of the sand, that it does not lie lost, nor unclaimed, but instead honoured for all its precious worth and beauty, tended to until it becomes vibrant as a flawless ruby, radiant with the joy of living. Yep. And it's like we're the finders, the keepers, and the sharers of the jewels. And the weepers. Finders, keepers, and the weepers. There's a lot of weeping going on pretty regularly. From nothing to everything. Oh, my friend, if you are longing to be written on, become a blank page. Have you been shedding your skins, your layers, your certainties? Gone are fixed identities and definite opinions. Keep casting those shackles aside, even if you fear you are releasing too much, and then perhaps you shall cease to exist. You shall only cease to exist as you have known yourself to be thus far. Another emanation of you awaits, blazing angel, something more beautiful and true. Yet here you are at the pruning stage, like a gardener for the soul. Shall the garden spring back to life, or will the enthusiastic denuding process be rather too much and unintentionally kill off the garden altogether? Fear not, your soul is made of hardy stuff. It can handle a lot of culling and will shine even brighter for it. There is a greater story to be impressed upon your essence than the one you are currently dreaming up. Though you are brilliant, no doubt about it, my angel of love, there is one who is even more so. The imagination of this great writer is beyond our comprehension. The stories that pour forth from that cosmic poet in every moment are so rich they inspire the creation of art and music. One such story is especially created for you. Yes, you, with a starring role and all the best supporting cast. You shall gasp in wonder, awe, glee, and delight when you hear it. It is a great romance, a great adventure, with an ending truly spectacular and divine. Would you wish to hear it? Become attentive now. Put your own tales aside, as dramatic as they may seem right now, and prepare to be entranced by the greater storyteller, the living poet of love, as you are entranced in a tale of your unfolding divine destiny. If you allow it, so it is. Desire to be free. Blood angel. In the midst of the darkness, a moon appeared with its brilliance, stepping down from the clouds. It glanced at me like a falcon that hunts a bird and steals it away. It captured me and flew back to infinite space. As I looked for myself, I could not find me, for my body had become all soul in the tenderness of love. The 9 spheres of heaven dissolved in that moon as the ship of my existence drowned in the sea of love. Do you dare place a limit on how much life you can contain? I pour of myself into your heart and invite you to become nothing and everything with me. Let us be the sunrise that greets the new day, and the sunset that honors the dying of the day in radiant glory. Let us be the angel of light arising from the darkness, and the starburst in the awakening heart of a human beloved. By the moon at the back of my heart and the sun at the front of my heart, be wordless and wise. Let us have nothing that we know for certain, and be content. Let us be all, and let us be nothing. Let us be. Beatles coming through again there. Mother Mary. 1. I have abolished duality from myself. I have seen the 2 worlds as one. One I seek, one I know, one I see, and one I call. You look for me, and what do you see? You. Am I playing games with you? Holding up a mirror for you to behold God? Yes, these are games of love and truth. Look for me and find yourself, for I am you and you are me, and together we are one, playing hide and seek in love's playground, in love's great playground. This is the magical beauty. To experience it yourself is quite intense and amazing. Like emated swans under moonlight. I'll leave it there. Getting very poetic and lovey-dovey, and really feeling it. Some others popped out. Hang on. What were these ones? Oh, Bridget's come out again. 22. My eternal flame glows brightly. I'm a fierce warrior of love. My spirit endures. My divine flow arouses creativity. Absolutely, I think this love just awakens your creative spirit, like, you know, nothing else. So Bridget is definite a big one coming out today. And the mother of the ocean, inner child healing. I go within to feel whole. Spark, the inner spark. Allow it to ignite. Is that it? Should we get another one? Alright. Foxes have been everywhere lately. I'm going to get just a fox, a kitsune one, just to finish up. Been saying that for the last half hour. What do we need to hear to finish up tonight? Make it clear that love is here. Grace. It's beautiful. Do we need to get a wolf one too? The wolf's looking at me. The garden of the night. So peaceful there. Time to walk alone. Fleeting beauty. Sleeping beauty. Leave behind what is no longer you. 33. Literally, that was in like my poem yesterday. So yeah, this is the wolf that keeps staring at me, so it's a white light oracle. Spirit bear, 396. Big bear. We'll see what the big bear has to say. Alpha of Alcyone. Okay. You are being healed from guilt and fear. Such emotions will no longer steal your personal power or dissuade you from confidence, happiness, and realizing your own worth. No matter how unlikely it may seem, you are going to emerge from a spiritual winter into light and life. The divinely ordained time for your liberation, healing, and emergence is much closer than you realize. Abundant blessings are stirring and shall soon manifest. The frequency of 396 Hz is deeply nurturing and protective. It is the heart frequency of the Universal Mother, protecting her young. Mother Bear. When we are more open to life, the path to fruition becomes more accessible and direct. When we connect with our authentic path, we can access the abundance of spiritual support available to us and make the most spiritual progress. When we are in the heart, we will clearly sense such guidance and take comfort in it rather than fight against it. As we let go of our defense systems, like Bella has to do, what I was saying in my last video, disabling fear and guilt from running our lives, and instead deal with them as occasional interlopers that need to be cleared and healed, we stop fearing we will never have what we genuinely want and need. We realize we are loved, know how to love, and are naturally, innately beings of love. Yes. 24. Alpha of Alcyone. This is sticking out. Theta of Venus. Attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within or around you, but do not give them a foothold in your heart. You are ready for higher understanding, to see things in a new and more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and highly spiritual path. Alpha of Alcyone, a positive twist of fate and a windfall of good fortune are destined for you. Brightness and hope will alleviate negativity and give you the strength to find your way through a time of adversity or challenge. Finally, you will experience peace, love, and deep connection with your true self and the universe. Good things are on their way to you. The brightest star in the Pleiades star system, Alcyone, holds the frequency of love, the sacred feminine healing power of compassion, and the grace of mercy. In the myths of ancient Greece, Alcyone was so in love with her husband, Ceyx, that she referred to him as Zeus, and he referred to her as the divine wife of Zeus, Hera. Zeus was so irritated by such grandiosity that when Ceyx was at sea, Zeus struck his ship with a lightning bolt. In her grief, Alcyone threw herself into the sea. Moved by mercy, the gods transformed the lovers into kingfishers. These birds embody the spiritual medicine of abundance, love, prosperity, peace, and happiness, bringing blessings of hope and healing to humanity. The Halcyon days take their name from this goddess turned kingfisher. They are the 7 days on either side of the shortest day of the year, the winter solstice. During this time, they are said to be no storms, only peaceful weather. Legend has it that the god of the winds calms all storms during this period so Alcyone can nest safely. The term now symbolizes a period of luminous grace amidst a challenging time during which one can rest in tranquility. It is also an omen of more peaceful days of love and prosperity ahead. It's the winter solstice. It must be soon. I wouldn't mind a week of rest. Ideally in tropical climate. When Alpha of Alcyone makes an appearance, we are near to the deepest, darkest phase of our suffering and can trust we are already beginning to emerge on the other side. Alpha brainwaves are deep, calming waves. They are what we experience when daydreaming or slipping into peaceful relaxation or meditation. In the alpha state, imagination and intuition are heightened. As such, these brainwaves are a gateway into the subconscious mind. As the bridge between conscious everyday awareness and deep altered states, alpha waves allow us to be awake and functioning while connected to an inner well of wisdom and support. Well, a woman. If we are in stimulation overload, stressed, alpha blocking can occur. Learning to consciously switch off and relax by dropping into 8 Hz to 12 Hz range helps us melt away stress and tune into our intuition without becoming too floaty and unfocused. I think maybe this is why the twin flame love is so powerful, because we tend to just kind of swim into each other, like the grounding nature of the connection. It's like we put each other in a meditative state, like immediately, that we're in a different world when we're together. The Oracle of Alpha of Alcyone supports us in relaxing and reconnecting to optimism, even during tough times. In such a state, we will realize that difficulties will eventually come to an end and we will be provided for. This oracle brings guidance that a new reality of happiness is available to us even now, as we steadily make our way to the light of a happy new start. And energy like brainwaves. I mean, this is what we do for each other when we're together, and this is why it is so confusing. Like, we literally, it's like when we're together, we're in a different reality, a different dimension of reality to when we're apart, and it's like chalk and cheese. And I talked about it, like it's like a love bubble. When you're together, you're just in this euphoric state, and then when you go back to your normal reality, it is so different. You think that love bubble is not real because it is so different. Like, that can't be real. That must be just fantasy. Because it is like you step through this portal of the love bubble when you're apart, and you forget how amazing that love bubble is. But when you're in it, it is like a different world. But when you're in that bubble and you've experienced that bubble, you don't ever forget it. That bubble changes you, like that energy state. And when you're out of it, away from each other, the bubble is just pulling you back. There is this magnetic pull to pull those, like, it's like you've ripped that bubble apart, but that bubble needs to be back together. That's what it's designed to be, together. And it is so hard being apart, because you just feel this like magnetic, like, it's so tense, and it's just drawing on you all the time to be pulled back together. And then it goes plop, and it's heaven, paradise in the love bubble again. But every time apart, it's just everything is fucked. And then there's so much tension, and if you just let it go to be drawn back together, allow the big plop, just accept that the bubble wants to be where the bubble wants to be. You're designed to be in a bubble. The bubble is great. The bubble is our reality. That's where we're meant to be. It is real. That bubble is real. It is our reality. Then we can let go of all the tension and allow ourselves to float where we both really want to be. And that's how I feel about it anyway. That's what it really freaking feels to me. And I can't get over that fact, like, no matter what happens, that's how I view it, that's how I feel about it. Yeah, I hope you got something out of that. Yeah, I just kind of felt, I guess I wanted to start explaining a little bit more about my own experience on this journey with the whole ridiculous love thing and how it has affected me, because it's been such a massive part, like the biggest part in my awakening and why I'm doing this and sharing everything that I'm sharing. It's because of that. You know, sharing the love. Where is the love? That kind of thing, you know. So, yeah, have a good one.